What's going on, guys? So we are starting here with overhead press for this shoulder day. We want to give you some different shoulder workouts and really give you the cupcake of shoulder exercises. So I want to show you the exercise you should be doing. We're starting here with overhead press. We're going to progress up and we're going to focus on getting the best presses possible. Some people use dumbbells seated, hit their front delts to start off. I've really been liking the overhead press because it's a complete compound movement, meaning I'm here, I'm engaging my glutes, I'm keeping my core tight, and I'm pushing up. And it really causes me to focus on how I'm stabilizing my body. Whereas with a dumbbell, it will engage more of your delts because you can dip further and it's more controlled. I personally find that I get more out of coming from here, pressing all the way through, bringing it back down, and keeping my core tight and engaged. So if you're trying to get an all-inclusive workout, I think this is your chief focus. We're gonna do one more set, go a little bit heavier, focus on keeping that form tight, and then we're gonna hit our sides. Delts are the least developed for most people, side and rear delts, and that's because it's not a focal point. Most people come in, do front raises, or they come in and they do really heavy side raises or presses, and I want you to think of how you want your shoulders to look. So whether you're trying to have that toned physique as a female or you're trying to get the bigger physique as a male, shoulders are what's going to give you that look. It's going to make everything pull together and it's going to help you develop that better physique. So focusing on those side delts is what we're doing right now. Keep getting great blood flow to them and keep getting great contractions. So now we're going to focus on our rear delt. Now this is something that most people don't focus on because they see the mirror. And a lot of us get mirror syndrome. So they have a tendency to just train your chest, train your shoulders, train your front because you can't see what's behind you. And it's harder to connect your mind to that muscle. But it's really important that while you're here, you're focused on that contraction of your rear delts. I want to keep my elbows high. I want to be pulling through my face and ultimately feel that small muscle right here really contract and pull the weight so I'm separating my arms. The more you put into your rear delts, the more you're gonna have that V shape, that V taper, and that's gonna give you the physique that you're looking for. So we're gonna keep hammering on this. I try to focus on 20 reps each set, trying to get as much blood flow and contraction in that muscle. And the most important thing on any of these is that you're focusing on how the contraction feels. The weight doesn't matter, it's more on how you're connecting with that muscle, and that's what's the most important aspect of pushing yourself on these exercises. have this kind of machine, if you don't have access to it, what you can do is grab some dumbbells. I want you to focus here, bend over, and squeeze your rear delts. So, keeping that same principle, everything stays in my rear delts, everything is contracting, and I'm focusing on keeping the squeeze here, almost like I want to think of my shoulders right here acting as fingers. So as I go to move, those fingers contract, and that's what moves my shoulder. I want to be controlling here, just like I said. Dumbbells, elbows back, not all the way out, not focusing on my traps, slight bend, here, here, here. Thinking of a reverse circle, and that's how you're gonna hit those rear delts. Doing right now is a face pull. So face pulls are an easy exercise to do wrong because if you hold it this way, it's easy to just utilize your bicep to contract it, and that's not what we're trying to train. What we want to focus on is making a consistent movement as we pull our hands to our face, and we want to keep those elbows driving up. As I begin to focus on bringing my elbows down, so if I'm doing this, it's more of a back movement, but if I can keep my elbows up, keep my body high, and pull through, it's almost like a reverse dance move. If I can keep my hands high and pull this way, it's going to utilize more of that rear delt, and that's what we're focusing. So again, stacking these two exercises for your rear delt is a great way to focus on that muscle group because it's something that most people put at the end, they focus on it last, and then by the end of the workout, they're not mentally there. So either stacking it at the beginning of your workout if it's a priority, or putting it right in the thick of things is the best way to really utilize your space, utilize your energy, and maximize the movement. So we're going to keep going. We've got one more thing to show you guys. We're almost done. Let's hit it. Move for shoulders is going to be an upright row. So you can do this with a barbell here, you can do it with an easy curl bell, you can even do it with dumbbells, but we're going to utilize the cable right now. That word was utilize. We're going to utilize the cable right now because it keeps constant tension on your shoulders, so there's no lack from the point you start to the point you end, and that negative is going to be emphasized by the fact that the cables are going to be increasing the tension on the weight. And so what we're going to do is focusing here, driving our elbows up, still keeping our elbows above our shoulders, not engaging our traps and letting our shoulders do the work. These are great exercises for your rear and side delt. So we're going to focus on getting these up, keeping a moderate weight, elbows high, and that's how we're going to target those two muscle groups. Is a wrap. So the big key points for you guys if you're doing this workout, if you're going to utilize these principles, is think of your shoulders as they work as a whole and make them priority in your workout. Most people neglect their shoulders. They just want to train legs. Most people don't want to train legs. They train chest. They're doing the simple things that are basic, but they're not necessarily training those auxiliary muscles like your shoulders or your calves, and those are the things that are going to bring together that whole look that you want. So focus on utilizing these training principles. Just think of your shoulder as they work as a whole, not just one muscle group. There's 3 different things you're targeting, and if you can focus on breaking those each down, that's how you're going to win. So this is Brian Pickowicz, BP Fitness. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments how did it help you. What are your training principles that you'd like me to go over, and subscribe to the channel. And above all, let's keep being a light to inspire others to believe in more, and let's keep building from here. I'll see you guys. Boom, Zeus.